And welcome everybody to Enter the Bunker Fun Challenges, empowering you, the people, to survive and thrive in today's world. And in today's world, we got to learn how to think fast. So we're going to have 1 minute to explain a topic, and that's going to be our game today. And somebody, this guy probably, is going to get a star today for winning this competition.
I agree with the whole you getting the star.
Well, you're not supposed to give up now.
I'm not giving up. I might win because sometimes I like to ramble, but like depending on the topics they give me, you don't know.
Well, you just got to think
I'm
fast.
not a good talker.
It's not about being a good talker. It's about just responding to whatever whatever's put in front of you. So you just got to think fast.
So sometimes when you talk, though, you like to think about what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
that's what I plan on being like. Ah!
That's going to be a challenge for me because I like to think it out before I actually say it.
Right. Like Obama.
Like Obama.
He's such a good talker.
Just 1 sec, guys. There's an echo apparently.
Okay.
Okay, we got an echo situation here.
Says Edgar. Edgar is one of our new. I'll say it once we're not echoing.
Edgar. It's not Edgar.
We're good. Edgar?
Edgar.
Edgar. You're one of our new top fans, I would say.
New top fans?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to Kelly's fancy chair? That's been gone for like ever. The monster chair, they took it away from me. Who uses it now? Riley.
Riley took the monster chair.
What the heck? I should have got that in my office.
Yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Didn't, but still could. I'd be like, hey, Riley, give me that chair. He'd be like, okay. No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would actually.
Yeah, he's like the nicest guy ever.
Yeah. So.
All right. I'm kind of nervous for today because we haven't given out the star in a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yes.
So,
let's say hi to the chat and get underway.
All right.
So we can watch this annihilation
Holy.
in full effect.
Hello, Edgar.
Very good.
Do you want to know what Edgar reminds me of? I said it yesterday in the chat, so he already knows, but I don't think you know.
What's that?
It reminds me of the 101 Dalmatians.
Why?
Have you ever watched that?
No.
Watch it and you'll know.
Okay.
He's like one of like the best. Oh, wait. No, it's actually the Aristocats.
Okay, that I definitely haven't seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
You haven't?
No.
What?
No, I have not seen that.
The Aristocats is so good. Definitely one of my top time faves. I made my kids, I know it's on Disney, but I made my kids watch it on VHS.
Okay.
All right, so hello, Billy. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Edgar. Josh and Blue. Josh and Blue, you've been tuning in again. So proud. Kelsey.
Billy.
Shane. Billy. What does Shane say? Can I please come to the bunker now that the bubble has burst? Has it though, or has it got tighter? I feel like the bubbles got tighter.
Well,
Everyone's just like, no one go to Nova Scotia, even though we're probably the best out of all province. Well, no, that's a lie. Newfoundland and PEI is pretty good. New Brunswick cut off the border to us.
Did they?
They did, as of 12:01 a.m. last night.
Oh, so there is no land bubble anymore.
And I don't know if this is a true fact or not, but I actually heard that even if you're in New Brunswick, if you travel to St. John versus New Brunswick, you have to quarantine for 14 days. They're doing it by the region. Is that region, or is region province?
Are you talking about St. John's, New Brunswick, or are you talking
Yes.
about St. John's? Okay.
New Brunswick.
So if you travel anywhere in New Brunswick and you've gone to St. John's.
In a different region, because right?
So it's just like the situation we have here with Halifax versus the rest of the province.
So we should do that too.
Yeah. Halifax
CBC.
region, actually. Yeah. So.
Everyone's really concerned right now that everyone from Halifax is going to be coming here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think the problem is in like retail stores. I think it's more where it happens. Anyways, let's get off topic.
All the places where there's been these infections.
I think everybody's heard enough about COVID right now. I think we should move into the game.
Yeah, Bruce said it right. It's all the bars. It's all bars.
Yeah, I just didn't want to call them out on it.
It's restaurants and bars, like anywhere where anyone's sitting around, that's where it all happens. And restaurants, yeah.
Let's talk about positive topics.
Yeah, so.
It is positive. Nova Scotia's great, and you guys can do so
Nova
good
Scotia's
wearing your
not
masks.
great right now.
Yeah, we're better than a lot of places, so we are great. That's positive. All right, let's get on with the game.
All right. Have either one of you ever heard of Just a Minute before? Has anyone in the chat ever heard of Just a Minute before?
Not until yesterday.
So it was more so a radio show over in the UK, I believe, and then they turned it into a TV show for a few years. The rules are you must speak for 1 minute on a given subject, hence the name Just a Minute. The rules are if you hesitate, repeat yourself, or deviate away from the subject, an opponent can interrupt and steal your subject. You are allowed to repeat the words written out in your subject line, though, so that is an exception. So by no repetitions, we'll use Bermuda Triangle as an example. If you were to tell me that the Bermuda Triangle is a place where travelers get lost, and then for some reason you decide to repeat that later on, say it was Kelly saying it, Jonathan could grab his air horn and he can interrupt you and potentially get a point and steal the subject away from you.
So we're not allowed to repeat what we said.
No.
Okay.
So you need to be able to talk about it for a full minute, no hesitations, no repetitions, and no deviating away from the subject. So the chat and Jake and I will be the judges here on what's going on and who gets points. Points are gained for speaking for a full minute smoothly, correctly interrupting your opponent, or being wrongly interrupted, and one of you will win the golden star at the end. So the chat is more than welcome to give some say on this if I give a subject and the chat wants to throw in some topics for you. But Jon and Kelly, you have to keep in mind that the chat is a little bit delayed. So if you're talking and you start to hesitate because you're reading the chat, that counts as an interruption and your opponent can steal it from you. Or if you start reading something from the chat and you start reading it and it's something that you've already said, your opponent can interrupt you and take away the point. So you have to be careful. The chat can be helpful, but you have to be careful. Who wants to go first?
Which one is about Bitcoin? And make sure I'm not part of that.
I bet there's not going to be a single question about Bitcoin.
How would there not be?
Yeah.
I was going to throw it in there just for fun.
But
Maybe
you didn't?
I will. Maybe I won't.
Oh my gosh, she's not even going to tell us.
We'll see.
Okay.
Do rock, paper, scissors.
No, you go first.
What?
Oh, that easy?
Okay.
All right.
I got the first point.
Kelly should go first, says Josh in blue. I'm so scared. Like, I feel like my face is extra red.
So I'll give you approximately 5 seconds before the timer starts to think about what you're going to say.
Okay.
Can I just let everybody know? I'm not going to do the best at this. I really don't feel like it. But I will try my best.
I think we're both going to screw up the first few rounds. So
I think you're going to do great. You're a fabulous talker.
Oh.
He's my boss.
I think you're both pretty good at talking, which is why I chose this game. I thought it'd be a good idea.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
All right, Jon, your subject is the most boring place in the world. You ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3,
I would have
start.
no clue.
The most boring place in the world is hands down got to be someplace in the Northwest Territories. Because once you go there, there is absolutely nothing to do. I mean, how are you going to even want to all you're thinking about is having to survive, and you are bored out of your mind because there's no internet, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no devices that you can recharge. So no electronics, nothing to entertain you. You are basically on the seat of your pants in the middle of nowhere. You look around everywhere and it's just ice everywhere. So you got nothing. It's boring. It's so boring. It's no wonder that hardly anybody lives there, because it's just such a bore. It's that simple. So.
You did so good.
There, perfect. That wasn't so hard.
Okay,
My
chat.
bad about the timer. I forgot to hit transition, so the timer wasn't up until like.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder when I'm going to hit a minute.
Yeah. I was trying to sit here and tell him, but I didn't want to distract you, and I was like, Jake, it's not on the screen. It's not on the screen.
It's kind of dark back here. She was
Yeah.
just mouthing words I couldn't see.
Chat, Kelly needs your help. So whatever you want to say about this topic, please write it in there. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared.
What do you mean I repeated? I didn't repeat anything, Kelsey. You're
No,
just being
Yeah, Kelsey,
you're
tell us
just
what he
being
repeated.
a Kelly fan.
Yes, she is, and so what?
Keep in mind, Jonathan is allowed to repeat anything that is written in the subject line. So it said the most boring place in the world, so he is allowed to say the most boring place in the world.
That's how he started it off.
Exactly. But
Right.
if he mentioned it again and said it's so boring or something like that, that's perfectly okay.
I'm done. Like, you might as well already count me out. Positivity. I got this.
I said boring 4 times. Well, we're talking about it being
Yeah.
boring. What else can you do?
Right. He did say boring lots, but I feel like you
That's
gotta.
the advantage of the subject line, though. But the thing is that he gave us different points as to why it was boring every time. He never repeated why.
Okay, thanks, Kelsey. You, Kelsey, type really quick and have my back here. I'm so scared. Like, my hands are sweating. I was like, had to two-hand this because I knew it wasn't going to click for the once.
I should be prepared right now. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, I'm not.
You ready, Kelly?
No.
Okay.
All right. Your subject is how to be the perfect spy. You ready?
Yeah.
Should know
1,
this.
2, 3, go.
So I could just Google the person's name. I could be the perfect spy if I investigated into their life. I could make it so that I don't know. Just ring it.
Oh,
I'm
that's a hesitation.
Whoa, that hurt.
All right. I'd say that was a correct interruption.
Yeah.
okay. I just want to cry because I'm not good at this game.
You'll figure it out.
You'll get better.
See, the way I do it is to like play it in my head. So like, think of it like a story, you know? And so you're just telling a story. So, well, what was the question again? Perfect spy?
How to be the perfect spy.
So I can take over now, right? Or she can continue?
No, you have to take over. You have to start from 1 minute.
1 minute.
Is it time for 1 minute?
Yep, it restarts from 1 minute.
Okay, go. The perfect spy is just like James Bond. Shaken, not stirred. So you can see from watching James Bond movies how to be the perfect spy because he's debonair, he's always cool, he knows how to be really smooth when it comes to talking to everybody, and he can put on all kinds of outfits. Then there's other spies that are like Mission Impossible, that are like the who's that guy? The Tom guy. Chat, tell me in chat who that actor is. I think it was Tom Cruise. Yeah. So Tom Cruise makes an awesome spy as well because he could put on those face masks and you never know it's even him. So it's pretty amazing to be spies like that. Whew.
I'll give you the point. You did a little uhs and you laughed and talked to the chat. So I'll give you the point, but gotta be a little more smooth. But we're just getting started. So
I
I'll go
actually
easy
might need a
on you.
Kleenex.
Why?
Because I'm going to do horrible at this.
No,
You're
you're
gonna
not.
do fine. You just have to, yeah, like I said, just tell a story. Like go in your head about the topic and just tell the story. That's all you gotta do.
So, and once you make a point about something, like just try and branch off of that point. So kind of create like, do you remember in school when teachers would tell you to make like the brainstorm cloud and you'd have like a topic in the middle and then you'd have little branch topics that would go off of it and then you'd have little branches that went off of that one? So say if we're talking about the best coffee shops. Oh, well, my favorite coffee shop is McDonald's because their coffee is really rich and it's always warm and fresh. But I don't like Tim Hortons because and this is just me talking out of my butt here. But then just like keep branching off.
Right.
And it truly is a little easier once you get the ball rolling on it.
Okay, I'll trust you. I felt so stupid. But
Really?
you need to like pump me up because obviously this is about positivity.
It doesn't have to be like truthful. You can
Yeah.
put one like if you take the word spy, him talking about like
See, I'm thinking about it too much. I'm like, I can't say that word.
Yeah, but like if you go into one word in the topic and explain qualities of that word, you're not deviating from the topic.
Yeah. And like and it's not that you can't repeat other words. Like, it's the English language. You're going to repeat the same words. It's just repeating the same topics you've already touched on.
Okay.
So where Jonathan was talking about how, like, first he went from James Bond is a great spy. If he had have said James Bond again and tried to give another reason why James Bond was great, then you could have stolen the point. But then he started talking about Tom Cruise.
Okay.
So just keep trying to branch off of stuff, okay? The next one's a bit easier.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
No.
Whose turn is it?
Mine.
It's Kelly's.
Oh no, it'd be his, wouldn't it?
Didn't I just steal that
Because he
one?
stole that from me.
Well, John's up 3 right now. He's
No.
got 3 points.
3?
Well, he spoke smoothly the first time, then he correctly interrupted you, and then he spoke smoothly again.
Okay.
So I'll give you this one. Okay?
All right.
You can do it.
Your subject is cats or dogs.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I like cats and dogs. Cats are good because they cuddle up into my neck and into my hair, and they purr really, really softly. They're so cuddly. You don't have to tend to them very often. You can leave them home for a couple days at a time as long as you have somebody coming in to feed them. Dogs are a little bit more challenging because you need to feed them probably twice a day. You don't need to just have somebody come in there once a day. You have a collar around their neck that you have to put a tag on that says their name, date. A lot of the time they need to be chipped. Dogs like to run, they like to play. They're much more active in everyday life than a kitty. Cats are very soft, I already said that, and cuddly.
I'll give it to you. I know you touched on soft again at the very end, but you did a really good job that time. See, it's not that hard.
Yes, it is. I feel like I'm just I feel like I'm not telling the truth. I don't know.
You don't need to tell the truth.
You're
don't need to at
telling me
all.
all that you said was not true?
Oh, it definitely was.
Well, then why do you feel like you're not telling the truth?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm just talking out of my butt.
That's the point.
That's what you are doing.
I'm not good at that. I like to only talk when it's needed.
It is needed for you to win, so do it.
Okay, all right.
Well, Kelly's got her first point. So that's good.
My heart. I wonder if you guys can hear that through the mic.
Oh, did you see the chat? Kelly did really good there, but her answer was straight wrong.
It's all about dogs, apparently.
I like dogs too. I just have cats.
I'd rather just have fun with someone else's dog, and they can keep it, and they can take care of all that stuff you talked about.
All right.
I'll keep my cats. Here's some food. Go do your thing.
John, are you ready for your next subject?
Yes, here we go. Let's do
Your
this.
subject is hand sanitizer.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
What's the question?
Hand sanitizer.
That's your topic.
That's a topic?
That's the topic.
Oh, Lord.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hand sanitizer is something which... What?
No. No.
He laughed.
Yeah, well, he said
After you blew the horn.
sanitizer.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's because I just said it in a
I
funny
just tried
way.
to steal it, okay?
You tried.
I tried, whatever.
Well, unfortunately, that
Can we
gives
start
John
over
another
now?
point for
What?
being wrongly interrupted.
You wrongly interrupted me. You gave me a point. Oh, yeah. There are consequences for bad actions, too.
So does Jonathan start over a minute or from where he was?
John can start from where he was.
I'll start from where I was.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll say hand sanitizer
Repeat.
properly.
No, but see, this is the thing. So if the clock stops, like it just did, and we start it again, you can't touch on anything you just said. So you could say hand sanitizer again.
Right, because that's
you
a
just
topic.
laughed. But if you hadn't made any points within there, you couldn't say those again right now.
Right.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Continuing from what I said, hand sanitizers are not something which should be used regularly. And here is why. Hand sanitizers use a motley crew of various chemicals which, if used continuously, would destroy all the various types of good bacteria which exist on the surface of your skin. You may not know this, but your body has all kinds of different kinds of microorganisms that live on you, right? And this is something that's important because it's actually part of your entire immune system. And if you continue to destroy it, you just get sicker. And that is the real truth about that stuff.
What?
Sounded like you stopped the whole 5 seconds early to me.
No, it's 2
3
seconds.
seconds.
I gave pause to allow you to sink it in.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Sounds like a whole 3 seconds.
And the
Negative
chat
1 point.
agrees with me.
What is
I
the
paused
chat
at that
think?
time so that I would allow it to
Chat
go.
said 4 seconds early.
What is
Because
the chat
I just gave a huge
But you know
truth
what?
bomb
We'll give it to you
right there.
because I repeated
truth bomb.
I repeated what I said in the last 3 seconds of mine, so you can have it.
It was a truth bomb. It needed the pause. That's the
didn't.
truth.
And that's where I'm at, because I'm like, well, that was really well done. But what do you think? Should we give him a whole point or a half a point?
Half.
Well, Kelly got a whole point for repeating still.
Right. So whole. I was all for that 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Bailey just triggered my evilness.
I triggered your what?
My evilness.
Oh.
Okay, chat. Whatever my topic is, first tell me whatever my topic is, comment. Last time I didn't read the comments because I was too busy looking at the timer countdown. Okay.
Deep breaths. You got this. You
Is
got
this an easy one?
I think it is. And I'm not going to give you any context on this yet, but I think based off of today alone, you should be able to talk for a minute on this. Ready?
No. Okay.
Your subject is finding a parking space. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
So today is Black Friday, and everybody knows what town, cities, countries, anything is like during Black Friday. You go to the stores at 12 a.m., camp out in the parking lot, so you don't have to get a parking spot. But if you wait until 8 a.m. to get your parking spot, you might not find one. Plus, the stores are only letting in 6 people at a time, pretty much. So the parking spots are filled up and the lineups are very long. It's very hard to find one at the moment because you have to wait for somebody to move, or you have to accept when an event or a certain place is happening in that area of your zone or where you are at. You never know where you're going to be at that time.
Great job.
Event or zone? What the heck were you talking about? That's like, where's she going with this?
I have no clue.
It really doesn't have to go anywhere. So as long as you talk for a minute without repeating yourself, you're good.
I did it! Yay me!
That was perfectly planned too, because I didn't know who was gonna get which one. Then I was like, oh, this one should be easy for her. She was
Right, because I went to
upset
Canadian Tire today and I sent a video and I'm like, is this for real? Like with everything going on, you don't think it's gonna be real, but it is. Oops.
The madness is real. You got a drinking problem.
Of pink drinks and blue drinks here at the bunker. All right. That was tough. I feel like I
it was.
just went on about nothing.
You did. Yes.
Like when you talk, you make sense. I feel like I don't make sense.
I half expected just a story of how angry you were at Canadian Tire today looking for a parking spot.
I was like, you know what? As soon as she started, I was like, as long as she says something about a parking spot, we're good. We're good.
But you did what I told you to do, was tell a story.
Yeah.
Right? So you had a story in your head,
Yeah.
of your own experience.
Right.
And that's the easiest.
Yeah.
Right? So then
Yeah.
you're just replaying it and you're just telling it. But then you started, adding the little little details
Nonsense.
of zones and things like that were just, yeah.
What's a zone?
It's just like-
All right. Next
Are
question.
you ready for your next subject, John?
I'm ready.
You're so
Your
ready.
subject is getting rid of the hiccups.
Oh, Lord. Come
ready?
on.
I could so do this one probably.
3, 2, 1, go.
The way to get rid of hiccups is a good scare. And the best way to get a good scare is with watching Enter the Bunker. And Kelly, as she goes on with her crazy stories about parking. Beyond that, you could also be able to have a drink and be able to take a sip while standing upside down, because that's the best way to cure those hiccups if you ever want to get rid of those hiccups. Nonetheless, there's other ways too. Using an app can help you in order to be able to get rid of the hiccups. And there are other kinds of things you can do in regards to hiding in a bunker. That can help you with getting rid of the hiccups. But besides all that, going to the washroom also works.
I mean, you did it. I don't know if downloading an app
I
was
almost
the
blew
best.
this at one point. I looked at Bailey. I was waiting for her to give me the nod.
I was like, I just want to hear where he goes with this. Something about an app, and I was like, a what?
My biggest hiccup trick is to say, when was the last time you've seen a white horse?
What?
What?
It makes people think. And thinking gets rid of your hiccups.
Oh, using an app could do it too.
I
Is that
must
a
just
thing?
not think.
I would imagine there's probably an app out there to help you with your hiccups. I bet there is.
Okay, people, again, I need your help. Put in all of your little answers here to this topic, whatever she's about to tell me, and I will probably read them because I did last time. Okay, I'm so scared and I'm not ready, but you're gonna just give it to me anyways.
So, before I give you this subject, I just want to clarify that this is not about relationships. It's about, like, playing games and challenges and stuff. It'll all make sense when I say it, okay? It's about playing games, sports, challenges, stuff like that, not relationships.
Okay.
Your subject is how to spot a cheater.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
No.
Sports too.
3, 2, 1, go.
So, if I was playing poker and there was a person across from the table from me that I was eyeing up and down, you don't know what they're gonna do. So you just keep looking at them, and eventually you might be triggered by the moves that they are making, and then you will spot them as a cheater. And as for a cheater in sports necessarily isn't necessarily a cheater. They might just break a rule now and then. Somebody might call them a cheater, but they might not be a cheater. So they will just, for example, basketball, double dribble. Somebody would be like, maybe you cheated. But really, that's just a rule where you're not supposed to double dribble. Example, you may hit somebody in a sport, and that might be an accident, and somebody might call you a cheater.
The syllable breakdown at the end.
You're getting better and better at this.
Yeah, that's
I
good, because
honestly
my
thought-
first time I felt so emotional, but you guys all pumped me up, so it was okay.
I got this. I was like, I
Like
don't know.
my eyes actually got teary.
I was thinking, I don't know who's gonna get this one, but I thought for sure you guys are gonna talk about each other. And like your each other's knacks.
so you always
you
trying to
guys
cheat.
always yell at each other for cheating.
You would have if you hadn't got it.
I would have just talking about Kelly the whole time.
Well, that's
So-
what I thought
In
she
our
was gonna
streams,
do.
he
This
likes
one
to
time,
cheat.
when Kelly was cheating, this is how I caught her.
That's
And this
what I
other
thought.
time,
That's what I
when
thought.
Kelly was cheating, I would have talked like that.
Let's talk to the chat for a second. How are
Okay.
they doing?
Chat, this has been intense. He has an evil grin on his face. I'm assuming they mean you because they said he, Noble. LOL at block. Oh, that's about hiccups. How does going to a bunker and going to the washroom help?
Well, it's very scientific, but I don't want to get into the details.
He has an evil grin on his face and seems fidgety, playing with his jewelry. I don't know about this one, says Edgar. Noble, that's all I got.
So that's how you see. He's not talking about me. He's talking about someone's cheating if they have an evil grin on their face.
Oh. Exactly like that. I don't even, see, I'm going to have to go rewatch these videos because I don't even know what I said. It just,
It's probably better that way.
Word vomit.
blurts out.
Just
blurts
word
out.
vomit.
Word vomit. That's pretty much what I'm doing.
Verbal diarrhea is more accurate.
You have too much fun. We do, Bruce. We do. All right.
We should make John do a whole minute explaining how going to a bunker and going to the washroom helps with hiccups.
That's not fair.
That would just be mean. It'd be funny though. All right, John, are you ready for your subject?
I'm
I'm ready.
Your subject is If I Were a Pirate.
Oh, this is too much fun.
Sorry, if I were a pirate. Oh.
Ready?
I feel like I gotta sing this.
2, 1, go.
If I were a pirate, I'd sail the seas and go all around with my buddies. We'd pillage and take whatever we want. We'd go up and down the eastern seaboard. We would stop off at ports and pillage and take all the great stuff that everyone makes. I'm rhyming this whole thing, which is pretty amazing. It's so much fun to be pirating in this day and age when pirates are out. It's much more fun to think all about the good times we'd have drinking and pillaging all the wonderful things with today's technology. With today's technology, I could also take data, which would be something else worth lots more than Bitcoin because it would be all kinds of things I could do with it. And that is pirating.
I am impressed. So impressed. You should be like a rapper. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that caught us off guard.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing.
Wow. That was impressive, John.
And this is why I can't compete.
Changing the name of the stream to Sea Shanties with John.
Oh my god.
That was amazing. I was going for you. I was like, keep going, keep going.
I don't know how you're going to
all I had to
that
do
one.
was summon the Maritimer in me, and it just
I
came
felt
out.
the maritime right
The
I really
arms
did.
started going and everything. You guys just started dancing.
now. I know, my foot was tapping and everything.
What was happening?
That was amazing.
Jake and I almost flipped the table back here. We were laughing so hard.
And guys, and this is why I will not compete against this show. I'm gonna do good for myself. And that's all the positivity I need.
That's good.
You're great.
Thank you.
That's amazing. I'm so impressed. I'm like, holy crap. Just tell me my rules in that on the daily and I'll be like, let's go.
How come you were so close to wanting to blow your horn though?
Because I thought you would, because there was 30 seconds. At 30 seconds, I was like, oh, is he going to keep going?
Even if he did pause, I would have let him keep going.
And that's why, I know, he kind of did mess up there a little bit. And I was just
Yeah.
I was ready, but I just wanted to listen to what else you had to say.
Yeah, honestly, even if he had completely fumbled that, I would have just let him keep going. If you had done the air horn, I would have been like, nah, let him go. I want to hear where this goes. All right. You ready for your subject?
No. Okay, chat. Whatever my subject is, type stuff in. I'll read it, and I'll talk about it. Please help me.
Oh my goodness, look at the comment from Enter the Bunker.
Kelly was gonna blow the horn just to give John a beat. You know it. Do, 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 do.
Is that what pirate music sounds like?
That's what his sounded like.
All right, your subject is things that make me laugh.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Things that make me laugh are definitely my children. They say so many funny little kid quotes in the run of a day that I just can't keep up to all of the laughter. Things that also make me laugh are my coworkers. As we're sitting here singing pirate songs and going on about all of this good stuff, that makes me laugh a lot. I also laugh when I'm hanging out with my friends. They like to make me laugh because sometimes I'm sad, and sometimes they just cheer me up by telling me funny jokes. When they tell me those jokes, I laugh out loud to the full capacity of my lungs. When people laugh, they go, ha, 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 and that is a true Maritimers laugh.
Really?
Maritime laugh. The ha.
You get to sing the last part to take up 3 seconds?
You didn't honk your horn.
I'll give her the point.
I'm like shook every time. I feel like I'm shaking.
You guys are doing great. Bruce Smith said in the chat, as soon as I asked the question, he said, today, and put exclamation marks.
Right? And I needed to talk about that because, other people laughs definitely make me laugh. That's true.
Laughing is contagious.
Laughing is contagious. I was just about to say that. You took the words out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Jeff has the most contagious laugh ever.
Sometimes I get this thing going on, and I'm like, Kelly, you need to stop that right now.
Like, the people that their laughs are just so contagious that, like, you could be in the worst mood and they just do a little giggle, and it's just like, oh, like, I have a couple friends like that, and their laughs, you just can't help but smile and start laughing with them.
Right. I agree.
All right, John. Your subject is crocodile tears.
What?
Like, like kids fake cry, and they do like
Fake
the big
crying?
I am
but there's
so
no
happy I
tears.
didn't get this one.
Oh, brother.
That's what it is. That's what a crocodile tear is. When a child or someone
Look at
is
this.
crying but no tears come out of their eyes. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
The one thing that is really annoying when it comes to crocodile tears is the way somebody makes that squinty look on their face, like, and it's so annoying. It's unbelievable just how people can act as though they're all like so upset, especially, now let's get political, how it is today with the way people are when it comes to this pandemic. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one who's like, I'm so late. Oh, yeah. So that is just, you're just out of control. It's BS. You're just acting that way so that you can try to get sympathy, and it's just not going to work because this is all just a bad joke, and there's no way you should be shedding that kind of attitude in these circumstances. Yeah.
That was your.
Yeah.
That was something.
I don't know if I agree with that one. I mean, no one said it needed
Don't
to be
give him the
correct.
point.
What's the chat?
What do you mean agree? When did it ever have to do with like saying something that made sense?
No,
Right?
exactly.
Nothing that made sense.
Even if he's right or wrong, it doesn't matter what the subject is. You don't have to be correct. So whether we all agree with John or not, he's still got the point.
I told
He's
you.
still
True, because I've talked some nonsense here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Good job, John.
I'm somehow amazed at how I can do it.
I know, I told you would do great.
No, Edgar said that.
Oh.
That's what the chat said.
Me too, Edgar. Actually, I'm not, because I know him, and he's
I
a
can
great
do this
talker.
to people who don't know me too well. Yeah.
Where did Kelsey go? She was helping me out. Edgar, I'm relying on you right now.
It looks like I offended Devin.
Why?
I don't know, he just said, hey. Or maybe saying hi.
Hey, Devin.
Because I did say when I was going outside, I talked to you.
Right, you did. You're like, I'm talking to you.
I hope people at home are trying this too. Like, genuinely, try this sometime. It's hard. I was trying to do it as I was making these things up, and it's not easy. Certainly not. But I had more time to look at them and think about them a little more.
I'm sorry, Kelsey. I really am. Okay.
All right.
type, and I will say it. It's hard to read and think at the same time,
Yeah, multitasking isn't easy.
but I'm good at it because I'm a mom. All right.
All right. Your subject is my favorite smell. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I really like the smell of orange peels and cinnamon when it's in water and you boil it on a teapot. It just lights up the room with aroma of Christmas and cheer. I really like the smell of perfume because you can get body sprays, you can get perfume. You're intimidating me. You can get body sprays and perfumes and all of the galore. You can buy something expensive, and candles. Candles, let me tell you, there is so many candles out there. There's a type of candle that you can get with a ring in it, so it doesn't only smell good, but you get something beautiful on your finger at the end of it. If I only could talk slower, this would be better. My dog's breath does not smell good. I definitely do not like the smell of dog's breath. My favorite smell is probably pancakes and syrup because I am Canadian.
Very good.
I was so close to that.
I can tell you're intimidated.
I was so close.
I don't think I'll go back and check it, but if I recall right, you did repeat a sentence.
You
right
said,
after you said it.
yeah, you said, I think it was dog breath.
It was the dog stuff that was getting me. I was like, wait a minute.
I said dog breath doesn't smell good.
You talked about it twice.
Did I?
Yeah, think so.
Chat, what do you
Puppy
think,
breath.
Chat?
I do like the smell of puppy breath.
Why would you go on about your dog's
Puppy
breath if you
breath
don't like
smells
it?
good.
Somebody likes to
Supposed to
smell
be
their
your-
dog's breath, and all I
supposed to be
seen
your
was
favorite.
dog's breath, and I was like, ew.
Well, that's what Kelsey said.
No, Bruce.
And here you are. You're saying it's
Kelsey
offensive
said
what she likes.
no. Kelsey said puppy breath. I agreed with puppy breath, but I didn't talk about that because I didn't.
Oh,
see it until
Kelsey's
after.
outing you on repeating the perfume part too.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah, that was the question. She said that twice in a row. I remember that now.
Oh, no.
Well, don't give me the point then. 'Cause
I
it's
didn't.
legit.
No. I mean, like, it's only if I blow the horn and call her on it, right? So, I didn't.
All right, what's the verdict? Chat, everyone in the room, what do we think? Does Kelly get the point, or does she not get the point? I'm just being fair, Kelsey says. Fair is fair. Fair is
I think
fair.
she should get the point.
I don't think I should.
Oh, really?
I really don't. I did repeat perfume because, and I said you are distracting me or whatever I said with when you held that. You're intimidating me.
Yeah.
And then I went and started talking about perfume again. So I agree.
I wasn't trying to intimidate you though.
I know, but
I was just,
I
being
was
ready
just
because-
looking at it in the thing, and I was,
was
like,
just being
oh,
ready.
and I could see it out of the corner of my eye.
What's chat saying? Do you get the point?
And she doesn't. Sorry, Kelly. I agree.
They said give her the point, John is going to win anyway.
Kelsey's being
Ouch.
so mean now because you didn't talk about her stuff.
All right, well,
Half
John-
a point, if we're gonna go there.
John is at 8 points right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Kelly is at 4,
Oh,
4?
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe in a thing called love.
You can correct me if I'm wrong.
What?
So the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's 4. I've been keeping a tally here. John got
One
extra
4.
points from when he stole
Yeah, I
and
stole
when
them.
you wrongly interrupted him.
Yeah.
So it would only be 6 and 4, but John got those 2 extra points from the 2 altercations there.
He got one more from correctly using this one.
Yeah, so that was the steal.
That was the
So
steal.
he stole, and then he got 1 because he was wrongly interrupted.
Guys, I already said I don't deserve the point, so just don't give it to me.
All right. So we'll keep that point, but we won't give it to John because John didn't interrupt or anything.
Right. I agree with that.
Okay. John, your subject is going to the dentist.
Really?
I wish I had this subject. I could say so many things.
3, 2, 1, go.
When I was a little boy, I can remember the time I went to the dentist. I actually ate a tuna fish sandwich right before I went in there, and then I can remember opening my mouth and the dentist going, and then picking out little pieces of tuna before he had to do a full cleaning. Cleanings are important every 6 months to a year. Personally, I think you should go with the half year simply because it's good for your overall health. Because plaque buildup is something you do not want to have because it could cause a lot of other complications. Another tip, if you have a bleeding gum situation, it's actually an indication of inflammation, which could be a heart problem.
What?
Yes.
Good to know.
How could you do that to your dentist?
I was a kid.
I ate pickles.
And
My
my
parents used to make me scrub my mouth before the dentist, and they'd be like, you can't eat anything.
I don't
between
understand.
here and
Honestly, it's my parents' fault because I don't understand
that
how,
point it is.
I don't understand how she gave me a tuna sandwich right before we were going into the dentist. Like I can remember eating it in the car, like as we're going.
Yummy.
You know, so.
Maybe your parents just didn't like the dentist. Maybe there's just something they were like, yeah, let's give him a kid and put a bunch of tuna in his teeth too.
It's possible.
I wish I had a tuna sandwich right now.
That would be delicious.
Delicious.
My
Bro.
parents used to make me brush my teeth at the bathroom in the dentist office.
Really?
Whoa.
That's a bit much.
Bro, how are you going to get on the business end of a tuna fish Sammy right before someone is going to root around in your mouth? He said it was his parents' fault. All right, chat. Kelsey, I'm here. Edgar, type her in. Help me win this point.
Kelly, your subject is, if I were a fly on the wall. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
If I were a fly on the wall, I wish I could sneak in on certain meetings that happened at work because I feel like they were very intense. And this was probably a past job, but you won't know. So if I were on the wall, I would get to hear every single person's little comments, secrets, anything that they wanted to say, I would get to listen. If I were a fly on the wall for 1 year, do you know how many conversations I would get to listen to? There would be so many, and I would hear everything, including the time that coworkers played ping pong while my boss was in other meetings. How do you do that?
Oh my gosh. She did the whole inflection thing.
That
with,
was
like,
all
singing at the
BS
end.
too. I looked at the ping pong table and I was like, ping pong.
Well, that was
You were
good.
noting us for playing ping pong for an Instagram story.
Oh no. He would have seen that. We're good. Funny.
You almost.
Oh, see, I didn't even read these. That's my problem.
You
and you've
almost
never been.
touched on how you'd be able to hear everything.
I know,
Yeah.
again, for the second
But
time.
you saved yourself.
I watched
so-
him put his finger on that and I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta get completely off topic right now.
Yeah, as soon as you started, I looked sideways at John, and he was already on it. I was like, all right.
If I were a fly, I'd poop in the clothes and they wouldn't notice. Unthinkable guardian, I wish I read that. Kelsey, you could listen to everyone's combos. That is definitely what I said. Read your comment. Went with it. Your turn.
All right. So we'll do 2 more. So 1 each for both of you.
I keep stuttering. Nervous.
Kelly exposes producers slacking off live on YouTube. Hey, man.
Not producers. Just saying.
Okay. John, your subject is home improvement.
Wow.
You
3,
could so do this.
2, 1,
Go, John.
go.
Go, John.
The key to a successful home improvement is planning and making sure you are discussing everything with your significant other. Because if you don't, and you decide to do an improvement which was not something that they agreed with, whoa, you are in big trouble. And you're gonna lose money. So why would you do that, right? You think you're so smart, you think you're gonna do it, but you're not. So what you need to do is make sure you get a good contractor and they have all the skills necessary to do the type of improvement you're looking for. Don't hire an electrician to do a plumber job. Don't go and get a construction worker to do your yard work. That is just ridiculous. Make sure that's the way you do it.
And Kelsey said, "Oh my God, tell him to stop."
His hands remind me of Trump doing a debate.
I was trying to get Jake to read the comment, but the poor guy has poor vision and he couldn't see it from where he was sitting. But I was sitting here like, Jake, look, that's so funny.
If I did a home improvement, I would make a secret hidden hole with a door on the outside and the inside, then put phones with alarms on the hole. You know, like a can of telephone tag. What's that called? The telephone game?
Yeah.
I think it's just called telephone.
Yeah.
Telephone was so fun when I was a kid, but trying to play it as an adult, people just like, they're too good. It's not fun anymore.
Right.
It's not fun anymore.
So this is my last one.
Yeah.
Watch me fumble like I did my first one. But I'll laugh about it this time because I've actually done a couple. Please do a Trump impression just for fun.
What? How is that anything like Trump?
Okay, but you did do a Trump impression one other time and it was legit.
I'll try and do one.
Okay.
You are fake news. How's that?
These are still, I can't do it. They would get angry, phones going off at all hours.
You are fake news. You fake news. I don't know.
Fake news, says Unthinkable Guardian. Unthinkable Guardian. Have they been a watcher before? You're giving us some good, funny, fast stuff. All right.
Kelly, your last subject is the most useless thing you've ever bought.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
The most useless thing I've ever bought is probably clothes that I've never worn. Sometimes when I go to a store, I find these clothes that I think are super, super cute. But guess what? I don't try them on at the store. So I take them home, I put them on, and lo and behold, they are not cute on me. But I wait a month or 2 months and try the clothes on once every 2 weeks, and eventually the clothes still do not look cute. So I donate them
Talked about cute twice.
to my friends, and they love them so much. Whatever, go with it.
Well, John's not wrong. He's not wrong. What does the chat think? Brady's making fun of me because apparently I said think and not thing. Apparently.
Don't worry, I've been stuttering my words all day because I'm nervous. My hands are still sweating. You can see the sweat on them.
He's making fun of me.
Oh, I thought he was making fun of how I said it. No, Jake fumbled it, not me. I thought it was me. I was gonna say, sorry. All right, John's not wrong on that one. I think he correctly stole that from you.
Whatever.
So do I get to do it now?
Yeah, for
Yes,
1
you do.
minute.
For 1 minute?
For 1 minute. All right,
Go.
3, 2, 1, go.
The most useless thing I have ever bought would have to be software. Hey!
You just gave John another point.
Paused!
You pause all the time.
I
Okay,
didn't pause.
but I wasn't gonna win, so I'm just trying it out.
Yeah, but now you just gave him 2 extra points because he correctly interrupted you, and then you
He was
wrongly
still gonna
incorrect-
win, and it's okay. I was just trying for my positivity-ness to see if I could get it, because he did pause
I didn't pause.
for like a millisecond.
What? I'm talking.
It's okay, keep going.
All right.
Now I lost my train of thought. And now I don't know what to say because you interrupted me.
3, 2, 1.
Are we going now?
Yep.
Useless thing I ever bought would have to be this software package that was made by this Ukrainian company of programmers that didn't know what the heck they were making. So I ended up getting this package, trying to use it, and it didn't work. Aside from that, there's other useless things, of course, which would have to be things like nail clippers, because I have lots of nail clippers, so why would I want more? And then there's other things, for example, lights. Why do we need lights? I really don't know. Because we got so many already, why more? I don't know. Then you've got elections.
Did you say elections?
He said lights twice.
I said
Still talking
lights?
about lights.
Lights.
Lights. I was talking about the topic of lights.
He's allowed to repeat specific words.
Yeah.
Well,
It would be
obviously,
different if
I
you
did
talked
that
about
too.
lights and then talked about something else and then went back to lights again.
All right, folks.
Elections? Yeah, it's the most useless thing I ever bought. Because elections get bought.
Says Chuck.
I started to go into the whole, like, because I noticed how I was waving my hands. And then I was
And you,
thinking about
you
the
looked at
Trump
your
thing,
hands and,
and
you
then I
said
started thinking
finger
about
hands.
elections, and then I was just like, yeah, I bought elections. So
You
that's
look
the
at
most
your
useless
hands
thing I ever
first,
bought.
and then you started talking about fingernail clippers, and then you look up here and there's lights, and I'm like, look at you go. You're just like rambling.
All right.
All right.
We know who won that one.
Yep.
John won by 13 points. And Kelly had 5 points.
So he didn't win by 13.
Well,
Did he?
no, he had 13 points. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That was
I was
poor
like,
choice of words.
whoa.
He won by 8 points.
We definitely do, Edgar. Say random facts that don't relate to what the topic was, which should actually be a fail for either one of us, but I did it probably every time, so.
I mean, sorry, I'm away from my mic now, guys. But with the rules of the actual radio show, you guys would have lost every round.
Right.
I was being very friendly.
I know you were.
It's really hard, especially doing it for the first time, and you both have never even heard it or seen it before.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair to just nick you every single time you messed up. So anyhow, this belongs to John.
Yay!
Congrats.
The star. Ah.
And Kelly doesn't get a punishment.
No, I didn't want to punish anyone.
I really don't.
No,
How amazing.
I don't. It's a game. It wasn't a challenge. I feel like when we do actual challenges, that punishments are more needed. But for this, I was like, I feel like it's punishment enough. Rumbling and picking through words and trying to speak in 1 minute. I can't even do it. Listen to me hesitating right now.
The air horns punished our ears enough.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is true.
those
The
are
air
loud.
horns.
When
All right,
you blew it,
that's
I
for me,
screamed.
guys.
I was like, ah!
I know, it's so, oh God.
I seen it coming, but I was like, is he actually going to do it this time? All right. Thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. I think we had a lot of laughs.
Yeah, it was fun.
And a couple teary eyes at first, but we brought out the positivity and I felt better about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do.
Just getting over it, and then
Yeah,
once
getting
you get
back
into
into
it,
it.
it's just like, yeah, we can do
Like
this.
2 seconds I was there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all you need. All right, let's talk to the chat for a second. I like how you guys say random, oh, we read that one. Unthinkable guardian can make weird light patterns. What do you
Ooh.
mean? Like with flashlights or fireworks? Why does that shape known as the star, when actually the shape of the star, the sun for example, is actually circular? Wouldn't we call that a moon if we had one here though? We definitely would.
We call it a moon just because it's circular?
If we had something shiny and round, we would call it a moon. We wouldn't call it a star.
True. But actual stars are actually round, is
That's what I
he's saying.
mean. But we would call it a moon. But you're,
People see a star from a distance. Now, like your eyes make the light spread out. Maybe
Yeah.
They see those lines coming off and drew it as.
that's a very good point. Like I see headlights when I'm driving at nighttime. They're like stars.
Yeah.
Get some glasses, people, if you see stars as headlights. He gets different kind of different colored flashlights and make patterns on the wall with them. Oh, that's cool. Send us a video on Instagram. Enter the bunker. All right. That's it.
That's it for today.
Thank you guys for tuning in and helping me mostly.
And on Monday, we are going to be playing Mario Kart.
So excited. Are you good
Yeah.
at Mario Kart?
This is the first time I've ever played it. This is the one we're playing with the carts, right?
Is this no, we're not playing that till the following Monday.
Oh, okay.
Is this like the original Mario Kart?
Yeah.
It's Mario Kart 8, I believe. It's like,
Not the original.
it's close enough.
Okay, cool. So I used to be pro at that back in the day.
Ooh, so you might win that one.
Can we play like the one with the balloons?
I don't know.
Do you know which one that is?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, I guess I'm too old for him. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. If you want to get the notification for all of our lives, which we're starting something new, hopefully next week, something to do with the world. It's exciting.
Yes.
And hearts. All right. Finish
So smash the like button, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, select all so you get your notifications like Kelly was saying, and have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next week.
Yay! Bye-bye.